This is a journey. What a freaking legend. What's up? It's Andrew Freed from Bass Freedom here, and today I'm breaking down one of rock's greatest bassists, John Entwistle of The Who, one of rock's most influential bands, and we're gonna be looking at their epic live track, Won't Get Fooled Again. John, famously known as the Ox, was one of the first people to turn the bass into a lead instrument, combining the elements of a guitarist. Won't Get Fooled Again was written by guitarist Pete Townsend and was released on their 1971 album, Who's Next? This live performance we're gonna watch is actually the last performance legendary drummer Keith Moon played before his passing. So this performance is extra special. By the way, there is a isolated bass track of this concert with Entwistle, his tone, camera angle on him the entire time. It is going to be amazing. If this is your first time here, you should know my breakdowns are very detailed. I'm not just gonna stare at something and give my opinion. I'm gonna teach it, play it, talk some music theory. We're gonna go all out, so let's go. This quality is amazing. Looks like it was shot yesterday. Where's the bassist? What energy. I actually saw The Who when I was in 8th grade, but it didn't have Entwistle or Keith Moon. Man, I can't get over this quality. You hear that bass line's real. There he is. Really groovy. Over simple chords though. Man, look how many amps that is. No wonder he went deaf in one ear. Listen to that melodic bass line. I've never seen a drummer like Keith Moon before. He does such unique choices. All right, good stopping point here. So before I talk about the chord progressions and the bass lines, we got to talk about Entwistle's tone. The best way to talk about his tone is to show you this isolated bass line in a second. But you need to understand, he was very aggressive and percussive. For a bassist, like, he digs in. Seriously, he was one of the first people to use round wound strings, contributing to his distinctive, like, bright trebly tone. All the other bands like Rush, Yes, Entwistle is their idol. I think Lemmy said he's like the greatest rock bassist of all time.
He's the best bass player in rock and roll, ever, no contest.
And so much of his sound is textural with these slides and just, you gotta see this. Great tone. Slides. Oh man, so the frames were damaged there, but listen to that again. Let me see if I can play that. It really is crazy what he does. Between the tone, the slides, it's really amazing because the chords aren't that difficult. Check out the chords here. This is kind of a classic rock and roll progression where we're in A, but it's actually the vibe of A mixolydian. That means that this is technically an A7 chord, and this chord has a flat 7, a minor 7th. When you think you're in the key of A and you see it continuously going to G, that signifies this mixolydian type of vibe. And that is the flat 7 chord in A. And really, I swear, this lengthy song is just made up of like A, G, and D. And there's moments where it'll go to other chords, E and B, but you'll see it's really not harmonically challenging, which makes it so impressive what Entwistle does over this. So the groovy part of his bass line, the part that goes, this is the A minor blues scale, a very, very common scale over an A7 chord. He kind of takes this blues scale vibe and he likes to use the open strings too. Normally, a lot of people would play it in like a closed scale pattern. So over the A7 chord, he uses that blues scale type of vibe. You could tell when he goes to the other chords, there's this root, octave, flat 7th approach, which is really common in bass lines. It's hard to hear his parts in the live track. That's the point of isolation, but let's keep it going. Try this next verse to listen to that blues scale vibe, and then we'll break down the chorus. Yeah, it's just that A, G, D, intro, verse.
The world looks just the same.
You hear that? Blue scale every time. Slides. Here's the chorus. So cool. Ooh. Ooh, we got a little boogie woogie thing there. Just a variation of that kind of D7 boogie woogie. So you can tell that Entwistle does have a little bit of improvisation amidst his bass line. He has a solidified blueprint, but he definitely doesn't play it the same way every time. By the way, if you dig what you're seeing, give this video a like. And by the end of the video, if you learned something new, consider subscribing. It's a free way to support my channel and encourages me to continue making these bass breakdowns, educational content like this for you all. I appreciate you. So to the chorus, it's awesome. He goes all the way up to this melodic fragment and does this. You hear a lot of syncopation there, and even though I might not have played it note for note how he did, the vibe is that really cool A major pentatonic melodic bass line. He's not starting on the root, he's actually starting all the way up here, and then walking down the pentatonic scale. Another thing he does is since he plays open strings, he mutes so aggressively. When he mutes aggressively, it gives it almost a dead note sound, and it kind of has both hands playing. It's almost like a slap bassist will do when you use both hands, but if you listen to this, listen to this isolated. Syncopation, a lot of open strings. Here comes a slide. Woo! Oh man, that little thing of the D. Just that D7 vibe. Let's keep it going. energy of these guys compared to him. Ah, nice little bass solo there. See how aggressive he is with that right hand and he attacks it. All right, we're in B. E, A. Same approach, bluesy scale vibe. The Who would have been too much if Entwistle was the same energy as these guys, right? Wow, you hear that? Let's check that out. We'll be a little quicker here, but what was he doing over that? I want to hear that bass solo. Whoop! Very pentatonic here. Oh, man. A lot of vibrato going on. So I've talked about A major pentatonic. I've talked about A minor blues scale. You might be like, how is all this stuff working over one chord? Understand that dominant chords, you could do anything over them. I mean, not literally, but all these scales work. Play them all, try them over dominant chords. It's a lot of fun. His solo is pretty based off this. It's so hard to play like him. So the isolation over that B chord, blues scale. He gets a lot of that flat 5. I'll put up the blues scale formula here. The blues scale formula here, if you look, it's got a flat 5 in it. And there, he's really targeting it. Do I confuse you when I say blues scales, pentatonic scales, dominant chords? Then you need, if you're a bass player, then you need bass freedom. Bass freedom is the ultimate way to level up your skills with one of the most comprehensive curriculum style learning paths that I call step by step. It's broken from level 1 all the way up to level 11, and it's a massive course that's waiting for you. You can try it out for a next to nothing price, see if bass freedom's your vibe, and it'll definitely help you become a better bassist. It looks like sometimes he throws in that third finger. G-D. Man, I would have loved to see this live. And we're back. See if I can play along with it.
And the party on the left is now party on the right. And the fields are no longer overnight. I tip my hat to the Constitution, to goodbye on the new revolution. Change all around, pick up my guitar and play. Just like yesterday.
So many variations of rhythm. Blues. Nice little fill.
Don't get fooled again. Don't get fooled again. No, 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 no.
Wow.
Don't get fooled.
I gotta find more videos of this quality. 78. Looks like it's a 4K. Is it? Yep. 4 freaking K. 1978. Oh man, as I said, I've never seen a drummer like him. Entwistle and Keith Moon, man. What a rhythm section. You hear that? Oh my god, we have to find that isolated. What is that? What the heck? You can see how this was quite different for bass players all those years ago. Man, love it. Whoa, what is this? Trippy. Love this little intro. I mean, it's so iconic. The second you hear it, you're like, bam. Won't get fooled again. It's impressive that they can have a song this lengthy and it only being a couple chords. I think some people would find that chord progression boring. You put it on paper, you'd be like, what can you do with this? An 8-minute song, it's just A, G, D? No. This is a journey. I would have loved to seen Entwistle live. Oh. That's a lot of toms. Yeah, we're back. Oh, a little slow-mo shot. There you go. Ooh, bass line. Ooh, he's doing chords there. Look at that. All right, so we went back to a verse, and instead of it being the groove, it actually was octaves there. By the way, if you're a bassist, I have a free group hosted on Skool called Bassists Helping Bassists. If you want to check it out, more information below. Let's hear what he's doing by himself. Oh, wow. Ooh, cool. Awesome, so he's using his thumb, his first finger to play octaves there. That's really cool. The windmill. So tight live, man. God, that was incredible. Such a special performance. Knowing about Keith's last performance, having this isolation option. I would have loved to have been there. As I said, I got to see half of them back in... Whoa! And then Entwistle just standing there. God, man, as I said, what a journey. Entwistle is truly one of the greatest rock bassists of all time. I said it a lot, but if I sum up exactly what makes his style, it has to be a combo of his aggression, his tone, his slides, the blues scales, the pentatonic scales, the open strings, the new round wound strings at the time, the aggressive muting, percussiveness. Did I say that already? There's a million things that make Entwistle, but it pops out so much when we get to hear it alone. The isolation, that is such a special gift. And this was a really cool video. I never saw like the whole thing. You know, you see flashes of the iconic performances, but I never watched the whole thing, all 9 minutes like that, and that was really cool. I know for sure this won't be the last time I do some Entwistle. Thanks so much for watching. This was a fun one. Love John Entwistle. What a legend. If you want to see another beastly bass player, you got to check out this video here, and I'll see you next time, all right? Peace!